more can I say?
Top Billin.
Despite what I'm about to talk about right now in this particular film study with Auburn playing an aggressive man-to-man defense like I wanted to see somebody play against LSU, LSU still put up over 500 yards of offense. And a tweak here, a tweak there, a break here, a break there is still probably one of those LSU performances that we've seen this particular season, right? So my thing with this is who can do what Auburn did but with much better personnel on the back end, right? That's all I want to know. So you see me do this. If you follow this channel, most of the LSU people are extremely new. They don't know what the hell's going on right here. But this is the same exact stuff that I did all last season with Alabama, who runs the same exact offense coming from all those Randy Edsall people, right? So don't pretend like you didn't hear this. All right, don't come in here talking about you're biased and all this. It's nothing to do with anything. This is a film study, not a highlight channel. All right, thanks. All right, I've explained this ad nauseum. Even had some dumbass come up in here on the preview and was saying how, yeah, you can play off at LSU and be fine and stuff like that. And I'm like, how, Sway? You can't do this. LSU is the perfect match of scheme and personnel, right? Extremely accurate quarterback with wheels, some serious wheels at that. Guys who can break tackles and go long, right? Guys who can work the quick game and go long. They essentially want to work the quick game if you give it to them. They will nickel and dime you all the way down the field. It does not matter to them how they win. They will just win, right? Same stuff we saw at Alabama last year. Slants, hitches, drags, everything all down the field until you play aggressive and then they try to take it over the top. So we see right here, they're going to be leveraging Brad Stewart, who shoots up, and David Reese right here, who also eventually shoots up. What this allows is you see C.J. Henderson playing off of Jamar Chase. You guys know this. It's a pass tag on the back of a run card. This is originally an inside zone play. Then it's going to be converted to just a slant. It's a slant from a sight adjustment, right? From leverage. These guys shoot up. They vacated this part of the field. That's why you have to play, at the very least, force them to run the ball or force them to take a deeper shot that's a lower percentage. Most people can't do this because most people just don't have the personnel. Florida has the personnel, but for some odd reason was still scared to do it. So here we go right here. What is this? Line, block, and run. The line is blocking run. This is a run call. To that dumbass dude who didn't understand what the hell was going on, talking about you can play off man coverage. You can do whatever you want to do in life. It does not matter. This is what they want you to do. It's an option play. They're just going by what you do. So you see everyone sucked up, even the safety, Brad Stewart. Look, a vacation in the middle of the field. They vacated the premises. Store it right behind them. They'll nickel and dime you down the field all day long. You cannot play off of them and expect to succeed, right? You just can't. All right, check this out right here. Look at the difference. Look at Auburn pressed up on them, right? Decrease space in the slot against Justin Jefferson with inside leverage, right? Turn there to try to take away the quick slants that they do from the inside, and which will actually be happening on this particular play. And then up here with Terrace Marshall, pressed up across the board. That's aggressive man coverage with a split safety look. That's exactly what I called for. That's exactly what I've been calling for the entire year and a half now that I've been trying to see how you can combat this type of an offense. So you're going to have Terrace Marshall right here going vert. Justin Jefferson's coming on their normal inside slant. I believe you'll have Jamar Chase right here just running a quick stop route, right? You just stop over the ball. I think you have a flat route by Clyde Edwards-Helaire and then a dig by Thad Moss. You have to be aggressive. That's a lot of stuff going on, right? You got stuff at all levels. Have to be aggressive to take away the quick stuff. Have to play the split safety to be able to help over the top with the vertical. What I don't like, though, is they didn't necessarily have a spy on here. You don't even really have to kind of rush. You would want to get pressure with 3 or 4 and then have somebody who's able to peel back and try to combat Joe Burrow's legs. But just don't look at the results of the play, right? It was a pass interference that can be corrected with technique, but the fact that they're able to compete with this just lets you know what's going on right here. So look at that, hands on man right there. If you're off right here, this little stop right will be completed, and then he will get upfield for 5 or 6 yards because they'll nickel and dime you. But look, riding them in the war zone, Hands on man, nothing going on right here. Now look at Justin Jefferson with his delayed slant, right? Delayed slant, but hands on man. Instead of the man being 10 yards off the ball like they would normally do and just give this up and thinking that LSU won't take it, they're going to take it. They're going to take it. So delayed slant route, he's looking for that right there. Bad technique, but he's being competitive with it, not giving up the easy stuff. All right. Compare that to this. So this time you'll have a Bell from the cornerback right here, and then look at the loose spacing right here. Only space decreased is into the shorter side of the field, right? So what are they gonna do, right? You see the corner Bell? The corner's already belling before the snap. To me, even if you're going to play with a little bit of cushion, you got to squat, right? You got to squat. Had them come to you. If you're squatting, it's still a version of man coverage, but you cannot bell and give up extra yardage. So that doesn't matter on this particular play because they're going to Justin Jefferson on the normal play, and you see the cushion here. They do not care. They'll take a little 5-yard gain, right? It's just like running the ball, right? A little 5-yard gain. They'll nickel and dime you all the way down the field. At the very least, take that away and force them to beat you over the top. It's a lower percentage play. All right, so check this out right here. My man Kevin Steele from Auburn, one of the best defensive coordinators in the country. I would say top 5. He was trying different things, right? Trying different things to take away these pass tags on the back and run calls. You see them stacking the linebackers right here, moving Jeremiah Denson in there. So there's a lot of people are in the same area for Joe Burrow to try to read. So this will know what this does. This married with hands on man, decreased space, right? Decreased space. Even it's hard to work against a slot player, right? Because they're off the balls. You can't press them necessarily, but you can decrease the space. And then you see a decreased space here. It forces you to run the ball for the most part, unless you want to force something, right? So remember, this is an option play. So you see Burrow right here now reading it, but there's really not too many people to read. There's nothing to read really, because they have this is one of their play calls, right? The kind of the smoke screen, right? They're going to throw the screen over here if the leverage is off. So if this guy were back like you would normally see, all he would do is just throw it out to him, and then he would have a blocker, right? This way he would turn into a blocker, or he would run him off, and then it's just an easy screen. So you're taking away the easy stuff. But what you have to be able to do, though, against LSU, that's why LSU is so great to me. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is one of the best running backs in the country. We're going to have to start recognizing that for the people now, right? Y'all going to have to get off of him and thinking he's undersized or whatever like that. He's short. He's not undersized, right? Play football. He's not undersized by any stretch of the imagination. He's a big kid. He's just shorter. But he's a good football player with great vision and great balance. So you have to be able to stop that run game too. So I think LSU has the ability to switch his pitch if needed. But it still wants to nickel and dime you down the field and force you to cheat up so it can take shots over the top. All right, so this is dope as hell, man. I'm not going to lie, man. I love what Auburn attempted to do in this, right? It came with varying results. Like I said before, LSU still put up a whole bunch of yardage, but they made it a lot tougher on Joe Burrow, and they got to him and everything like that. But just aggressive. Look at this. So let me explain this out right here. So you see the man-to-man, right, on the skill players. Man-to-man, they would go aggressive man-to-man, right, in the slot. First people to try to do that, I believe, the entire year on any of these teams like that. I think South Carolina may have tried it against Alabama, and they had pretty decent results as well. But when they go to these empty sets, they play off because you see Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. He's probably not a threat to beat you deep. So there's no need to really play on him. Maybe he would catch the ball and you would try to come up and tackle him, but probably no need to really do that. But look at what happens here. You already know what they're going to do. They're going to run this inside slant with Jamar Chase, and look what happens. Getting hands on man on Jamar Chase. It has to be a scary proposition, but look at that. Throws off the timing of it, right? They want to nickel and dime you. This is open, but the timing is thrown off. And look, Joe Burrow, as accurate as he is, he throws it behind him. Just that subtle adjustment. People are going to have to do it. So that's why I want to know from y'all, who can flip what Auburn did and do it even better, right? I'm thinking of one team. That team at Athens, Georgia, plays very similar and has much better players to me on the back end while still having really good players in the front. So start thinking of some other teams. All right, listen, by your estimation, where's the ball going at in this particular sequence? Right? Decrease space, hands on man, decrease space, hands on man. No decreased space here. Lots of real estate to work with. You get one guess, and even it doesn't count, right? Too much cushion, too much space. You're not going to kind of zone work LSU because, like I said before, look at Burrow anticipating this throw. He's throwing the ball right now. I want to say it's Justin Jefferson's not even out of his break yet. It is Justin, so not even out of his break yet. Boom, easy 5 yards. Physical Justin Jefferson fall forward a little bit. Get yourself a nice 5 yards. Can't let him do it. All right, you got to think about Ohio State as well. Maybe even Florida, and I think Alabama. I think Alabama, when it all comes down to it, can definitely replicate something like this. But guess what you got to have, right? I'm only concentrating on the back end and decreasing the space because that was my focal point before in the preview, right? Still got to be able to have this, right? So look, they were about to be toast right here. But guess what happens? Derek Brown happened. Watch this. Boom. Getting all up in your mess. Look at this. Pushing the pocket, collapsing that bad boy all the way into Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go right here. Look, man to man. Decreased space. Decreased space on the man to man. Smoke Monday going on Torrey Carter right here. Nowhere to go. Probably wants to hit Justin Jefferson, but they have leverage on him. And he needs to wait for it to open a little bit. But guess what? Can't even. You know, he wants to bolt the pocket as well. He can't even bolt the pocket because who's that? Damian Lewis getting punked out by Derek Brown, pushed right into Burrow, and Burrow just falls. That's what I'm saying. So to me, that is the blueprint. That is the exact blueprint that somebody would need to do. And guess what? Auburn did it and still lost. That's how great LSU is. So somebody's going to have to be a better version of Auburn on offense, which is probably not hard to do, right? All those aforementioned teams that I did are better offensive teams than Auburn, but they have to be able to replicate what Auburn does on the front, right? And with this defensive front and be able to play better on the back end with a little bit better talent. So shout outs to Auburn for coming with this and being aggressive and coming to win in Baton Rouge. That was a great game. Probably my second favorite game of the year with the Auburn and Florida game, right? Very good defensive game as well. So I don't know, guys, let me know in the comment section. Let's talk a little football. Let's not do the fandom stuff. You come in here with the Go Tigers and all this fandom stuff, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm not trying to have that on the channel. I just want to talk to real football heads, all right? But with that being said, it's your boy Murf, the Underground King, top Billin Sports, and I am out. Peace. Hashtag real men watch to the end too. Yeah.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.